In 2003, Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight boxing champion, filed for bankruptcy. Despite earning over $300 million during his career, he ended up with $30 million in debt. His story raises a powerful question. If you can earn that much money, why is it so easy to lose it all? The truth is, many of us struggle not with making money, but with managing it. In fact, Americans today are carrying the highest credit card debt in history. Millions live paycheck to paycheck, and even those who make six figures often find themselves broke by the end of the month. So what's really going on here? Let's start at the beginning. Money is commonly defined as a medium of exchange, a tool that allows people to buy, sell, or trade goods and services. But if we want to truly understand how money works, we need to look beyond definitions and ask, what does money really represent? Here's a better way to think about it. Money is an expression of value. When you buy something, you're exchanging money because you believe the item is worth that amount. You hand over $50 for a shirt because you perceive its value to be around $50. You work a job and get paid because your employer believes your labor is worth that salary. But here's the key point. Money itself isn't good or evil. It's just a representation of value. That means scammers use it to deceive. Entrepreneurs use it to build empires. Artists use it to fund creativity. Parents use it to raise families. The moral weight doesn't come from money, it comes from how you choose to use it. Why this matters. So many people see wealth as suspicious. They assume rich people must have taken advantage of others to get where they are. But what if instead of asking who did they take from, we asked what value did they create? Because that's what money really is. Value creation made visible. Understanding this shifts your mindset. It removes the guilt some feel about wanting to be wealthy. It also removes the illusion that simply earning more will solve all your problems. Because if you don't know how to manage value, more of it won't help. It'll just disappear faster. Why do so many people struggle with money? Let's talk numbers. According to recent reports, over 70% of American workers live paycheck to paycheck. Of those making $100,000 per year, 1 in 10 still live paycheck to paycheck. Total credit card debt in the US has hit record highs, over $1 trillion. This isn't just a problem for low-income earners. It's a problem of behavior, habits, and mindset. 1. The rat race isn't about working 9 to 5. Many people blame the rat race on working a regular job, but the real rat race is living on a financial edge. Always one paycheck away from disaster. It looks like this. You get paid, then immediately pay rent, bills, car insurance, groceries, student loans. By the time you blink, there's nothing left. You go out with friends, treat yourself, maybe buy something new, and suddenly you're back in the red. When emergencies happen, a medical bill, a broken car, a layoff, you panic. And the worst part, your job no longer feels like a choice. It becomes a necessity. As Tyler Durden says in Fight Club, the things you own end up owning you. 2. Cognitive biases that ruin your finances. Rewired to make bad financial decisions, and here's why. A. The ostrich effect. This is when you avoid looking at your bank account because you don't want to face the truth. Sound familiar? You swipe your card without checking your balance. You delay opening your credit card statement. You hope the money will magically reappear. But ignoring your finances only makes the problem worse. Hyperbolic discounting. This is our tendency to prefer short-term rewards over long-term gains. For example, buying a new pair of shoes today instead of saving for retirement, ordering takeout tonight instead of meal prepping to save money. Our brains trick us into thinking the small pleasure now is more important than the bigger reward later. See social proof. We follow the crowd. If everyone around you is buying the latest iPhone, getting designer clothes, or upgrading their car, you feel like you should too. Even worse, social media amplifies this effect. Influencers show off luxury lifestyles, making it seem normal to spend beyond your means. This is called keeping up with the Joneses, except now, the Joneses are everywhere. How to take control of your money. The first step to fixing your relationship with money is understanding your production versus consumption. Think of it like this. Production equals money coming in, your income. Side hustles, investments. Consumption equals money going out, rent, food, subscriptions, shopping. If you're constantly spending everything you earn and more, it's not a production problem. It's a consumption problem. Step 1. Track your spending. Start simple. Write down every dollar you spend for a month. Categorize them: housing, transportation, food, entertainment, etc. This creates awareness. You'll see exactly where your money goes and where it leaks. Most people are shocked when they do this for the first time. Step 2. Create a budget. Budgeting doesn't mean deprivation. It means control. Decide how much you want to spend in each category and stick to it. Use the 50-30-20th rule as a starting point. 50% needs rent, utilities, groceries, 30% wants entertainment, dining out, 20% savings and debt repayment. This gives you flexibility while helping you build a safety net. Step 3. Build an emergency fund before investing. Before trying to get rich quick, build an emergency fund. This is 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved in a separate account. It protects you from life's surprises. Job loss, medical emergencies, car repairs, home issues. Without it, any progress you make can be wiped out overnight. Step 4. Live below your means. Living below your means means choosing to spend less than you earn. Intentionally, it's not about being poor, it's about building freedom. Instead of buying a new car when you get a raise, keep driving the old one and invest the difference. Instead of upgrading your apartment, stay put and save. This is how people build wealth quietly, while others are busy showing off. Now let's talk about earning more, because cutting costs only gets you so far. Dave Ramsey and Graham Stephan are great at teaching how to reduce spending and manage debt. But if there's one thing they rarely emphasize enough, it's this. Earning more money is just as important, if not more, than saving it. And here's the secret. Making more money requires producing more value. How value creates wealth. Heard the phrase, money doesn't grow on trees. Well, that's true unless you plant the right seeds. Value creation is the engine behind wealth. Here's how it works. Find a problem that people are willing to pay to solve. Create a solution to that problem. Sell that solution to as many people as possible. That's how entrepreneurs become rich. That's how content creators make millions. That's how companies like Apple or Amazon became household names. Examples of value creation. Graham Stephan started a YouTube channel sharing personal finance advice. He didn't get rich by cutting coupons. He got rich by creating valuable content at scale, reaching millions of people who wanted financial education. Mike Tyson, his problem: he was making money but not creating lasting value. He spent it all on luxuries and bad investments. He didn't build anything that could generate long-term income. Gymshark, started by Ben Francis in his early 20s. Gymshark became a billion-dollar brand by solving a problem. Young people wanted high-quality, stylish fitness apparel that resonated with their lifestyle. Ways to increase your income. You don't have to start a business to produce value. Here are a few ways to increase your earning potential. 1. Improve your skills. Invest in learning new skills that are in demand. Whether it's coding, sales, design, or copywriting, skill increases value. 2. Build a side hustle. Freelancing, affiliate marketing, selling products online. These are all ways to create value outside of your 9 to 5. 3. Use the internet. Like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and podcasts allow you to reach thousands, even millions of people. If you provide value, you can monetize it. 4. Start a business. Not for everyone, but if you have a product or service that solves a real problem, entrepreneurship can be the fastest path to financial independence. Here's a framework that combines both sides of the equation. Step 1. Understand yourself as a consumer. Track your spending. Identify emotional triggers. Set a budget and stick to it. Build an emergency fund. Live below your means. Step 2. Understand yourself as a producer. Figure out what skills or talents you have. Look for problems people are facing. Create solutions using your strengths. Scale your efforts through technology or platforms. This framework has helped me and countless others move from paycheck to paycheck, living to financial stability and growth. If you want to dive deeper into personal finance and entrepreneurship, here are a few books that changed my life. The Millionaire Next Door. Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko reveals the surprising habits of everyday millionaires and why most of them don't live flashy lifestyles. Your Money or Your Life. Vicky Robin and Joe Dominguez, a 9-step program for achieving financial independence and rethinking your relationship with money. The Automatic Millionaire. David Batch shows how small, consistent actions like automatic savings can lead to big results. Rich Dad Poor Dad. Robert Kiyosaki, a classic that challenges traditional beliefs about money, assets, and financial education. The $1 Million One-Person Business. MJ DeMarco, a guide to building a profitable business with minimal overhead, perfect for solopreneurs. At the end of the day, money is just a tool. It's not the goal, it's the means to achieve what you really want in life. Maybe it's financial freedom, time with family, travel, creative freedom, a legacy, whatever it is. The key is to stop letting money control you and start using it to control your future. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos on personal finance, business, and entrepreneurship. If you want to support the channel further, check out my Patreon in the description, where I post exclusive content, Q&As, and behind-the-scenes insights. Thanks for watching, and remember, Money is just value made visible. What value will you create today?